Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Collector. Welcome to my Nerd Cave. It has been a while since I've done a video, so I wanted to do something about my recent obsession. It's not a boutique Blu-ray lineup per se, but it's A24. I am a huge fan of their films. So I've recently been picking up a bunch. I actually upgraded one. Um, and I just went to Second and Charles and bought every A24 Blu-ray they had that I didn't already own. So I just wanted to kind of show off my collection. Of course, at the end of this month, I'm also going to show off a Criterion Blu-ray collection update for what I pick up in the month of November. It is November. Yeah, it's November. So without further ado, I want to get right into this A24 collection video. All right, these two I just picked up off Amazon here recently. Eighth Grade, which was $5 on Amazon, brand new. So it's still in the wrapping. I have not watched it yet, but I like Bo Burnham's comedy, and so I wanted to see his directorial debut. And I'm actually a big sucker for coming of age films. So yeah, this one. I put it on and fell asleep, so I need to rewatch it. The Black Coat's Daughter, a horror movie. Of course, I'm a big horror fan, so yeah. Plus, Emma Roberts is fine. So, this one I just picked up at Best Buy. Still have not watched it. On the Rocks with Bill Murray and Rashida Jones. It's a Sofia Coppola film, who is the daughter of Francis Ford Coppola. Daughter, right? Daughter, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, she's related to Francis Ford Coppola. But anyway, On the Rocks, it's an Apple TV film that was just released on Blu-ray. It's going for pretty cheap for a brand new Blu-ray. So looking forward to checking that out. I love Bill Murray. This stack of 5 I just got from Second Charles, because like I said, I went through their vast selection of DVDs and Blu-rays and was like, okay, A24, okay, A24, okay, A24. I've already got that one, so no. That one's on DVD, so I'm not gonna get that one. So I picked up 5 Blu-rays from Second Charles the other day. Let's see. This one, Ewan McGregor, Son of a Gun, an action thriller. So have not watched it just yet, but looking forward to that one. I like Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This one, The Spectacular Now, I was stoked to find it with the slipcover. This is one of the earlier A24 films. Highly recommended online, so I think it's more of a romance type film, which isn't usually my cup of tea. But it's got Jennifer Jason Leigh and Brie Larson. Wow. Kyle Chandler. Okay. Yeah, so not my cup of tea, but I'm going to check it out, This one, another Brie Larson film. This one's one of their highest recommended films from A24. Room, which is a young woman and her son who were kidnapped and make a daring escape. And yet it's not a thriller. It's more of a drama. So, yeah, like I said, it's like one of their highest rated films. One of the earlier films, too. So, definitely going to be checking that one out. This one of their lower rated films, but one that sounded interesting at least. Revenge of the Green Dragons with Ray Liotta, who's like, what's he been up to lately? I mean, he did pretty good in the early 90s and then just kind of dropped off and started doing like a lot of shit. But I don't know, maybe this one will be good. This one is one of their more recent films, and it's another drama that's also super highly recommended. Waves. So, yeah, I actually don't recognize a lot of the names, if I'm being honest. Which is weird for me, but, indie films. They produce indie films, and so a lot of actors aren't, like, mainstream or, like, aren't mainstream yet. Like, they're doing really good critically acclaimed stuff. They just hadn't hit any box office uh, blockbuster type films yet. So that's probably why I don't recognize a lot of names in some of these. But this one, I of course recognize both names in, and I actually just watched it today. So I actually really do enjoy this movie, Swiss Army Man, with Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano. Um, Radcliffe plays a farting corpse. So yeah, that one actually had a lot of walkouts at Sundance Film Festival because of all the like crude humor and farts. But I don't know, if you stick with it, it's like worth a watch, I think. This one is one that I'm going to hold on to, even though there's going to be a Criterion upgrade later this month, which I will be picking up. But I'm going to still hold on to this one for my A24 shelf. And it is a very good movie starring Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems, a thriller about a diamond dealer who is also a gambling addict. So, yeah. The Safdie brothers are like really talented filmmakers. I really need to see Good Time that they did. This one's another one I just bought. First Reformed with Ethan Hawke and Amanda Seyfried. Sorry, I got a cold going on. I don't know if you can tell by listening to me. First Reformed. It's gotten comparisons. Hey. It's gotten comparisons to Taxi Driver, not just because the writer-director was also the writer for Taxi Driver, but it's supposedly got some similarities. I need to watch that one. This one's one that I have seen. I just picked it up again because it was an upgrade. The 4K for Ex Machina, a beautiful movie. This film beat out Star Wars, Mad Max, and some other super high budget franchise sci-fi film for special effects at the Oscars. Yeah, Domhnall Gleeson and Oscar Isaac, Alicia Vikander, who I don't recognize, but I do recognize the other two. It's an Alex Garland film, and it is 100% worth a watch. And I'm super glad to have upgraded it. This one got a raw deal when it came to marketing. It's a really good movie if you don't expect anything to actually come at night. It Comes at Night with Joel Edgerton. Like I said, I really enjoy this movie. It was poorly advertised, so a lot of people did not like it. So that's like a thing. Like, you gotta advertise to the correct people. And if you just... I understand the need to make money off of it. But if you're advertising it as something for mass marketing and the mass market winds up not liking it, you kind of screw yourself on that. So, just figure your shit out, advertisers. This one is also a really good movie with Dave Franco, James Franco, and Seth Rogen. The Disaster Artist, based off the making of the film The Room, which is one of the most hilariously bad movies ever. It's a midnight screener film. And I actually own a copy that was actually autographed by Tommy Wiseau, who James Franco plays in this movie. But yeah, this one is a significantly better film than the film it's based off of. So yeah, check that one out. This film, it's kind of got mixed reviews, but I kind of like it. It's just basically the third act of an action thriller shootout movie, all encompassing the entire film, basically, except for the first act. So it's like 2/3 of... Yeah. But it's Free Fire with Sharlto Copley, Armie Hammer, Brie Larson, Cillian Murphy, and Jack Rayner. Produced by Martin Scorsese. And who directed? I recognize the name. Ben Wheatley, who did A Field in England, and I'm having a complete brain fart. I can't think of the other movie that he did. I will think of it later, but it's a really fun like action romp in a warehouse. So this movie, I've gotten mixed feelings about. I was really hoping it was more comedy, but it is a pretty good coming of age drama with some comedy to it. Jonah Hill's directorial debut, mid 90s. Yeah, it's good. It's just not what I expected. It's another case of advertised wrong, I think, and it actually affected me this time. So this film is really good, and I kind of wish that it would get a 4K release. Under the Skin with ScarJo. Um, it's a really slow burn thriller, sci-fi thriller. So yeah, but I think it's worth checking out. This movie with Sir Patrick Stewart, Imogen Poots, who, if that was my name, I would have probably changed my name, and the late Anton Yelchin. This was actually the last film that was theatrically released. It was right before his death or right after his death? The Green Room, really good movie, where this punk band gets caught up with a bunch of neo Nazis, and they're just trying to survive the night. But yeah, it's a really good thriller. This one is one of my favorites in the whole set. Um, the Witch, or the Vavitch, because back in the 1600s they didn't have W's in the use, so they just doubled up on V's. But yeah, this was Robert Eggers' directorial debut. Ralph Ineson, what's her name? And Anya Taylor-Joy, Kate Dickie. Um, really good, super chilling movie. Another one of my favorites. We're getting down into some of my favorites here, actually. So, Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe in The Lighthouse. I fucking love this movie. This was Robert Eggers' follow-up, and it's just two dudes going crazy in a lighthouse, and it's worth a watch. This one is a sort of slow existential drama with Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara. A ghost story from David Lowery, who the next movie he also directed. But yeah, like I said, it's one that you have to be in the mood for. But if you are in the mood for for a seriously moody, dramatic, existential, just watch, check this one out. This one is, like I said, another David Lowery movie, and it is another one of my favorites in the collection. Bought it the day it was released. The Green Knight with Dev Patel, Joel Edgerton, Alicia Vikander. Who else? The bad guy from the last couple Mission Impossible movies. He was in it. He played King Arthur. Ralph Ineson again. Sean Harris. That's the name of the dude that I was trying to think of. But it's just a great medieval fantasy film, Arthurian tale about Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. But definitely worth a watch. And I love the color scheme of that slipcover too. One of the scariest movies in recent years, and I'm on a Facebook page for horror movies, and fucking everybody hates this movie for some reason, but I love it. Toni Collette gave an outstanding performance and was snubbed at the Oscars. This is Hereditary. Super chilling, like one of those where something's in the darkness behind a character, and you're like, oh shit, there's something, you just barely see it, and then all of a sudden it like hits you, and it's just a creepy ass movie. And from the same director as Hereditary, one that also gets a lot of hate, but I personally love it. Midsommar, super duper good movie, especially the scene at the cliffs. If you've seen it, if you know, you know. But really long movie. But what's even longer is the Midsommar director's cut, which is an A24 exclusive, and it's actually even better. So yeah, definitely check out Midsommar. Oh, you know what? It'd probably help if I actually held it like that. There we go. Yeah, Ari Aster. That's the director name. But Martin Scorsese actually gave great praise for this movie. So yeah, worth checking out, I think, for that. But there you have it. if we're not going to count doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. 24 A24 films. Perfect for this video, right? I've got a 25th one already pre-ordered, Saint Maud, which I have seen. I just pre-ordered it when it dropped significantly in price for pre-orders. So yeah, I can't wait to get that in. I'm hoping that it's got some good special features. If not, it's worth just to watch it again. But yeah, so that's my A24 collection. I'm hoping to continue building on it and see what they do in the future. The next one I'm super excited to see. I'm curious to see Lamb, but the one I'm super excited to see is Joel Cohen's The Tragedy of Macbeth. I'm a big Shakespeare fan, and Denzel Washington is in it, and Frances McDormand plays Lady Macbeth, and the trailers and everything, it just looks so dope. I cannot wait to watch that. But yeah, so there you have it. That's my A24 film collection on Blu-ray. Obviously, there's some significant ones that are missing. Moonlight, obviously, which won an Oscar. I need to check that one out at some point. There's a couple others that I need to get, and I can't think of the names of them right off the top of my head. But yeah, so that's what I've got so far. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next video, which is probably going to be a Criterion update video. And so until then, all I can say is I have been the Nostalgia Collector. Physical media will never die, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.